Yeah. So anyway, well, I think we can even just get started with the intro question, because I been having a little, not, I wouldn't say a Twitter war, but something. I made this tweet to see if there was some other group that has ever voted on the mission, vision, values, and I got an interesting answer from Pat, who basically said, does it really matter? Why not just have a pre-aligned group that everyone likes make the mission, vision, values? And he's like, well, are you just performing governance theater? Is it really necessary if everyone else agrees that these people should be deciding the mission, vision, values? And then he challenged us with, well, did anyone else even propose? Did anyone outside the core contributors vote? Were values adjusted in any meaningful way to accommodate dissensus? This is what will explain if it's theater. So that's my question to you guys: is are we performing governance theater with the mission, vision, values, or are we actually making better mission, vision? And obviously, I have my own opinion. It's obvious. I think we're doing it right. Blah blah blah. But I want to hear what you guys think. Are we performing governance theater with mission, vision, values? I'll pass it to Juan because he's laughing at it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing that people even consider that we are doing theater, and it's like I would say it's absurd, but it's like a real concern that people outside from the community can have. And I would say, like, I think this is super important, but I think we haven't had like a session to properly discuss like our own point of views. So I think that this session that we are proposing today is really good. And I will pass to Durgadas.
Durgadas, you're still muted if you're trying to talk. There we go.
I feel like I just pop in and out of this thing, so I can see why the governance theater would be a concern. I actually think that everybody here is really invested, and frankly, a lot of that investment is invisible to me just because I'm in and out so much. So it's difficult for me to make that kind of determination. I trust all the people who are a lot more involved in this than I am to make this kind of determination.
Oh, no.
Thank you.
Cool. Well, Marco has his video on, so I'll pass it to you, Marco. Are we doing governance theater?
No, I don't think we are. And I think it's actually like what you said, like with all the suggestions on the mission, vision, and values, like everybody has its own voice, and I think it's actually a great opportunity for everyone to rethink, what the vision and what the mission is and what our values are, and give their own kind of add their own flavor, add their own thinking. But we did a lot of brainstorming earlier, and everybody's had their own voice, and eventually we came to a conclusion. But I thought. I don't think it's a theater at all. I think it's actually great. For me, it was a good experience. So I'd say it's good. I'd love to see the outcome and and what we're going to be voting on. So yeah, that's the only question. But yeah, I think it's good. And I pass it on to Jake.
Dude, I loved these tweets because this is fantastic. I love this. I almost wanted to jump in, but I think it's great that this happened. because DAOs have sucked. And there's been a lot of theater. And there's a lot of good reason for people to be like very skeptical. And, you know, I mean, I really appreciate this because it gives us a great opportunity to not do that and actually do this right. That's what this really is. We literally are given a springboard by, I don't know if he's truly being antagonistic because I don't know the guy. But it really is like awesome that this happened because it's a perfect constructive criticism for us to actually do something well, because DAOs have honestly sucked. And you could say a lot of theater has gone on for all kinds of different aspects. And that's why it's only been a handful of people making all the decisions. Okay. I'm going to give it to Chewy.
What is the question about the tweet?
The question is the way that we're creating our mission, vision, values, is this governance theater?
I don't think so. I mean, it's not a if it were a matter of like answering like yes or no, like these are the ideas, what do you think? But pretty much everyone is able to like speak their minds about it. So I think I mean, from the moment like someone say something and it like if it has to be discussed, I think it's I wouldn't relate it to theater at all. Like if you have like a minimum idea of what goes on and how we discuss ideas and bounce them around, it's I don't share his opinion. And,
Can I just add something when you finish, Chewy, please? Just when you finish.
Yeah, sure. I'm done. I'll pass it to you, Marco.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, like, it's like, you know, normally like the mission and the vision and the values like come from one person who's the leader and like who's the I don't know, a founder of something, and you know everybody is like agrees to accept that's mission and vision, and so on and so forth. But like in our case, it's like, you know, it's a group of people, right, who creates this. So we're all in this together. It's not like, it's like for the first time actually that this is created this way, right? It's not coming from one person. Of course we got, you know, maybe, you know, few people who, you know, took the lead, you know, and said, okay, we're gonna do this, and everybody jumped on the wagon and like, yeah, we agreed, but now we can build it together. So I just wanted to point it out, like that we can consider all ourselves within this group to be that one person who creates that mission and vision, right? United, like, I don't know, like, it's not a body, like one thing, right? We're like, you know, it's like we are all one, right? That's how I see it. And sorry, Chewy, please pass to someone. Sorry, I just had to say that.
Oh, it's okay, Marco. Thanks. I'll pass it to Lauren. I don't know if you want to ready.
Hey, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This concept of like governance theater, I don't even know like what is being implied necessarily there, but I think like everybody working on and like voting on the mission, vision, and values, and everyone being able to have a say, like creates a sense of ownership of like, oh, we created this, and then we all become aligned in what we're creating. And I think it's like an iterative process. It's like a conversation. So it's like one person proposes an idea, and then it gets like, oh, why don't we tweak it here? Why don't we tweak it here? And then the end result is that everyone feels like aligned, and then also feels like they helped create that. And I think that brings like a lot of sense of like unity and community and like focused direction. And I think it's super important. And like, I don't know, what's governance theater? Like it's whatever. And I'll pass it to Mateo.
Hey, so I'm coming with a little bit of context. I'm not sure if I have a lot to say regarding that, but in my opinion, if he's comparing it, or if we're going to compare it with the theater, everybody is having their play. We are having a story to follow, but that's not quite it really, because everybody is here for a reason. So nobody's being paid to play around and being an actor, because an actor is a faker, and we are not faking it. So I think that's the main thing that we should avoid if somebody else is seeing it as a theater, because um, I think we are playing by our rules because we are playing the game that we want to play. But eventually, if anybody in the outside wants to play around with those same game rules, they are free to join us. So that's not like, we don't have rules, we don't have a closure in that aspect. So if it's going to be a theater, it's going to be a really nice play that everybody is able to join and act if they want, but it's not like it's permissionless. So everybody's free to come and act and play the play they want to do. So I say that with a little context, but I'll pass it to Juanca. I don't know.
Wonka, all right. We
Santi?
can go to did Manu?
I can go. Yeah. Okay. So I do not think this is governance theater. However, I'd say that the most I don't know if theatrical is a word, but the thing I'd be the most concerned about is how are the legacy institutions going to react to us changing the way the game is played, right? So how are we gonna deal with the innovator's dilemma, right? We're innovating, and the people that we're producing software and product solutions infrastructure for, it's gonna take a while for them to realize the benefit, whereas the people who we're taking the whole pie from or a slice are going to be instantly affected. So I mean, we already have the Swedish Association to protect ourselves legally, but the only thing that I'd say is no, we're not doing governance theater, but we need to be more weary of legislation that could sabotage or try to impede our progress moving forward. Perhaps this is not something to be thinking about right now. I believe it is, and I say this because I was working at a crypto startup. I was raided by the SEC and the FBI. So I like these are the things that you kind of have to think about moving forward after that experience. So I mean, if my experience can serve everyone, would be how are we gonna react to the legacy institutions reacting to us? That's those are my 5 cents.
Dude, you're brilliant. I love you.
Jake, did you go already?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I can
you
chime
did.
in a quick few things too, but other people haven't.
No,
Give it to Santi.
Okay, Santi.
Thank you, Jake. I just think that the whole process proves that this is not theater. If it was theater, we just type something there, mission, vision, values, that's it. Everyone would take it, no one would discuss it, and it's gone. We're just going through the process of inviting everyone to post their mission, vision, values, and then select together as a group which is the one or which are the ones that we're going to take as the final ones. So just this whole process proof that that we are doing this as a group, and it's real. It's not theater. So that's my take. I'll pass it to Suga.
I server muted Suga, so let me get her out. Okay. Are you there, Katie? Oh, but you're muted. I think I unmuted you.
Yes. Hi, I missed a whole bunch because for some reason I didn't hear anything, but I'll just ditto what folks are saying. It's the real deal. It is the real deal. This is not theater. I don't know where I didn't hear the part of the origin of the comment of the governance theater, but I mean it doesn't feel it has no significance here. I'm as you know, I knew and what I've seen has already, it's substantial. It's substantiated, it's substantial, and it's not theater. Not that there's anything wrong with theater, mind you, but it's not governance theater. I'll leave it at that. So I don't know, did Nate go already? Because I don't know who's left.
Can I just say one thing additionally?
Yes, please.
I'm sorry. I do think part of governance is theater. It's just true. And so we have to recognize that that's true. And that may be a shadow thing or something, but that's the reason why we have people like Griff and Jessica and other people, is because they're over there actually doing the thing, not only for us, but also for people on our behalf. So in some way, I'd like to just appreciate the weight that they carry with respect to dealing with that theater and helping us in that sense. At the same time, I think it's important to recognize what they're actually doing with power, right? So if you have some kind of power, the truest determinator of your character as a person is to give you some power and see what you do with it. And it seems to me that the people who are in our governance and who are in some ways performing theater on our behalfs are doing it with this in mind. So I just wanted to add that additional thing. Thank you.
Cool. Nate, you want to take it?
Haters gonna hate. I agree with Jake that there's been a lot of governance theater within the DAO space in general, and it's kind of hard to not be perceived as having it, just because there's a lot of crap there in terms of governance, where they give you this illusion, and it is governance theater. But I do appreciate our process. I think it's one of the first things I've seen as far as like having community input about basically a mission statement. I think it's incredibly important. And my only critique of this process is actually, the funny thing is I had the same critique of Pat when he was at DAOstack, was that you lack anonymity during the MVV process, and Griff, you hold charismatic authority, like you do have that power, and so when I read yours, I'm like, ooh, should I even bother competing with that? Like it's kind of a hesitation aspect to it, and so I think having that anonymity only strengthens it. But this is so far away from governance theater thing. But that's all.
I'll pass it for you. I don't think Zeph has had a chance to go. Our hero who's recording the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Griff. Yeah, I have a lot of things. First, yeah, I really agree with what Lauren and Marco say about like it gives something like ownership, and it makes you more connected with the mission, vision, values. But my concern is what happens about the new members who come after, like we decided. Yeah, I don't know, they have this feeling we have, like the people who build it have. And yeah, my other concern is like, the community is pretty huge and not everyone is token engineers. So like, who we align that the mission, vision, values are going through the right don't know the word, like the right track. But yeah, I mean, I really like the idea, and I feel it's like super fun. But yeah, I just have those two concerns. And yeah, back to you, Griff.
Cool. I think everyone. Oh no, Raphael.
Hello, everyone. I kind of agree with Pat, mostly because I think like we see the same faces and we carry like a lot of biases from how we do things. And when we are supposed to be doing something for the common, I think we should give a lot of space to dissident opinion, and also to other things, other ways to approach. Like it's like, oh, we are open, but we are open on our way of doing things. So we are open on our framework of how we do things. And I think like if we were open, like really open, we would have more dissident voices. We would have like different people like coming like more gradually, like and so I think there's a lot of truth in how this is like about the perception. Uh, like we can perceive inside that it's working well, but it's it for the people from outside, and I think that should be an approach to get out of our comfort zone, like in the way like this is how we are doing things, and we have this legitimacy from our own side group. So we are basically creating like a system that doesn't have like a negative feedback system. So I think it's important to recognize it and maybe like active try to get those dissident voices to be like with something for the commons. I think we should try these dissident voices and onboarding people that would do things like in a different way. So basically that.
Yeah, thank you so much. I believe that's everyone, right? I want to give special shout out to Nate and Rafa on this one because, like, you know, it's really hard. I kind of like set it up like, is this governance theater? You know, in an almost trolly way. But you know what? There and Durgadas as well. There is a lot of theater here. Like there is like, but hopefully it actually creates a better mission, vision, value. Right. This is the most way that it's theater is it's fun. That's why that's the key ingredient of the theater here. So and the goal of today is to have space to actually work on mission, vision, values. I'm going feel free if you already know how to do it and what you want to do, feel free to dive in. I'm going to give a quick like 5-minute breakdown of how when we deployed this, how we expected people would interact with it, just to make it easy for you. But you know, if you already have some ideas on how to interact with it, go for it. Durgadas, I saw you unmuted. Do you have something you want to share?
Oh, I was just hoping to grab a link to that VMV thing so that I could have a quick look at it while it's relevant.
Yeah. So Olivia made a great post that kind of gives kind of the overview of it. And then Mitch made a really good post as well. That's more of like a walkthrough or more of like a how-to without so much of the why. And that's I just posted in Softgov channel. And I'm just going to go through this and go pretty quick. Unless anyone else has any comments. Okay. So, token log, quadratic voting, scary stuff, right? No, it's not scary at all. Go to this link and Mitch walks you right through everything. You can just click token log and you'll have to actually connect to token log. So to connect to token log, I'm already connected. Oh, but look, check your Web3 provider. This needs to be on XDAI. Okay, so now I'm going to connect to XDAI. And so once you've connected to XDAI, you'll actually get a mix. You'll get some voting power token. And let me connect. Okay, so I have a lot of voting power. Just a spoiler alert. And this is the wrong one. This is the coordination repo. So we want to go to Softgov. So where is that? That must be here. So this is Livia's post. So that's not it either. Damn.
It's on that post there, Griff. Just go to it's the second, no, on Livia's post.
And here it is on this post.
And this Softgov repo.
Okay. So I'm connected. It's on XDAI. It says I have no voting power. Oh, there it is. See, I have a lot of voting power points. 8.8%. Not bad. But these voting power points are your actual voting tokens. So you'll have 50% weight for C-stack tokens, which is where I get all my voting power, and also a 50% weight for impact hour tokens. So when you come in here and you're like, oh, cool, there's some things I could vote on. To actually see what you're voting on, you want to click this little number here. So this is my proposal. And maybe as you're looking at it, you're like, TEC will advance token engineering, cementing it as a legitimate field. Cementing I don't like the cement word.
Consolidating.
I love that. It's perfect, actually.
So I'm just going to make a comment. Hey, I don't like cement, So, okay, well, you know what? But the rest of the vision is great. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it in my Google Doc, my iteration. And you said consolidate. The TEC will advance. What's a good word for instead of cement? Let's just say making. And look, there's grammar errors, making it a legitimate field of engineering. But
and then it's repeat making.
Yeah. And I don't know how to spell, so I really lean on Google here. Okay, cool. So this is my new vision. Now, maybe there's another one. I remember really liking Livia's values. So I'm going to go in here and be like, oh yeah, here's this. Okay, I really like this. But maybe... Oh. So I'm going to make note for the vision from number 6. And when you put this number sign, it automatically knows the issue number. So the first one was number 6. Values from what is this one? Values from number 4. And I'm not going to change a thing. I thought Livia did a great job with those. And let's see. Ooh, your choice, your economy. Let's see what this one is. I haven't even read this one. Freedoms. Yeah, this mission looks great. Pulling it. Creating and propagating new tools for research and development of how DAOs can interact with each other and communities can be further the space, holistic approach, concentrating on the advancement of. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay, I'm not going to change a thing. And we'll just say mission from... And actually, there's one more little trick. We're just going to go like this and click edit and steal all the markdown stuff that's already there. So I don't have to think about it. This here. Mm-hmm. Leave all that. That sounds great. Oh, I need this line.
Yeah, thanks for walking me through that, because I now think I need to do something about it.
Oh, cool. Did you already make one? Okay, so
I basically, the limitation of my thing is I participate in Discord, and that's it. I don't know, all the other tools confuse me to death, so I just opt out of them. So, but I think I need to do something with this.
So now I can go to the token log and click new issue here. Ooh, new choose. Yeah, let's get started. And this is probably the hardest part. But coming up with a name is really hard. And then you just click submit new issue. And now issue number 9 has been created. See if it shows up here. Yeah, there it is. Wow, so fast. Great work, Wesley. Well, and since it is my submission, I should probably vote for it. Yeah, we'll vote. And you can see that 9 votes cost 81 tokens. Right? It's good old quadratic voting. And since I kind of forked from these other ones, maybe I'll vote for them too. So I forked the vision from here. So you notice that I already voted for my own submission. So now to add these extra votes, it costs a lot of votes. To add 4 votes to my submission, because I already voted, it's going to cost 2,800. Geez. Okay, maybe I don't want to vote. I'll just give it 1. All right, give that one a lot. And
how do you know how many votes you have out of your CSTK tokens and impact towers that show up there?
So it tells you right here when you're voting, this number.
Okay.
So I still have a lot because I have 8% of all voting power. I'm kind of a whale. I'm not gonna. Thank you. I know, so cool. But yeah, you can see, even though I voted already for a bunch of things, voting for Jake's right here, because I haven't voted on it yet. 2 votes cost 4. I'm gonna give Jake some love. I thought it was pretty funny and nice, just like Jake. I'm voting. I agree with Nate, though. It'd be nice if this could be anonymous. That was originally in our scope, but it was very difficult to achieve. So adding those votes, I already voted for Livia's. Yeah, and that's the game. Any questions or any things to clarify? Great. Then I guess I'll just put on the Groovy bot and we can groove to some mission vision values, huh?
That's helpful. Thank you.
And if anyone has any questions,